Alright, welcome back. So this out now. Cleaning. I am that kind of person who likes to have my kitchen running at the same time. Switching up with the flavorful. I just finished breakfast and now I'm on to some more fun with chicken. Look, the rice is already finished. On my last video when I was making breakfast. Right now I'm cleaning up some eggshell because I do compost. My eldest is not a fan of yolk anymore in his meal. So I cook, I typically just cook myself, but then I'm clean up after. Make chicken and those, make it all messy again. I like to have everything nice and clean. So you go. Knife. While this is cooking, I'm going to the oven. Oven is being 50 on zero. I already have one of my pre-preps already. The vegetables, I'm gonna put in this pan. Sometimes I also will put up some potatoes, ready. I'm ready. Ready. Pre-season. You shaking up the style. They're pre-season, they're ready to go. Once they're cooking. So you put it back in this bag. If you wanted to put in seasoning or oils or whatever, you could. So throw it in like this for now and let it go ahead and cook. Cover it over. I hope it will melt off of it right if it's out. Basically making a whole bunch in back in the oven now. I want to get started on the chickens that have been lovingly waiting to get cooked up. We of course always clean and season our chicken. We use them for direction inner pieces. Like that. And see it in the trash can. And few whole chickens because I get my stuff in truck. And the usual sale. I do need to compare prices to a few other companies. But this is just usually easier for me as well. I don't go shopping for meat very often or food since I do a lot of prepping my meal. By prepping, I don't have to go cooking often. Well, I mean, go shopping often to cook. I also don't feel like I'm cooking often. I just take a bag out and spread yourself, throw it in the bag, or spots, and it's done. And no time. My mother is not here, so I don't necessarily need to save the necks, but I am gifting this to someone, so I don't know if they eat chicken neck or not. I would assume they do since they are a Spanish family. So I'm gonna lovingly actually put the chicken necks with their chickens. Um, actually, me saying that I probably should save the chicken neck. No, I don't know. See myself eating chicken anytime soon. So I can either do the traditional Caribbean style, and that's breaking these chickens in half and then baking it opened up, which I think actually makes it a whole lot easier, if I'm being honest. Because then the chicken's cooking a little bit quicker, it feels like. So I think I'm going to do it that way. Sometimes I'll just do it as a roaster and actually just leave it to roast. So yeah, I'm definitely going to split it. I think it's going to look a lot faster if I do so. Won't have to heat up the insides because the insides will be open in the pan. Right now, I'm throwing anything out from the inside, cutting away any um, fat that I see or I don't want to see on there. Chicken wings are broken. Where are the wings? Costco, what'd you do? Where are the floppy flaps? Where are they gone? Pray this bird was okay. Because there's no way. See, so the bird has its wings properly. It does. Yeah. See, where the full body wing? Costco is a little bit on the trying side lately for me. What's my crazy and I don't clean once a month. You know what I'm doing. Next. Really? What up? What's wrong with this picture here? What? I know what one I'm getting. One of the wings. So you can do vinegar, you can do lime, any of these things, clean chicken. The other day it just was a problem for me because I was doing a lot of prepping and out of nowhere I got an actual callus on my finger and ripped open skin. Put my hand in some chicken to season it for dinner that night, and I called it quits. I said I couldn't do anymore. It's too painful. And my fingernails are open, so I can feel the burning now. Really? I, I need something really sharp for this next part, which is putting the chicken in now. Cutting boards. I think I was gonna cut this in half regardless because when I package it even for my own family, I just use half a chicken at a time. For a piece of it per day. Still other pieces on there, so I don't want those. First, more that. I can get rid of it. Probably the most time consuming part besides it actually just sitting in the oven and baking. Cleaning chicken well. We're all together. And mix it up. There's a line here between the breastbones. And I'm just going to slice into it. Now I have just officially split the chicken open. Beautiful opened up chicken. This beautiful rib bones. So this is the one I am keeping for myself and my family. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, turn it, and I'm gonna go ahead and break the back. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut each side because it's not easy to cut the actual spot. And if you don't want to find a lot of little bones in your food or be picking it out while you're eating, I would suggest pulling them out if you have time. Or if you feel like it, like right now, I just kind of put them all. There's one here, there's here, so I'm just going to easily slice it on out. Yeah, I mean, it's gone. I gotta find more fat. I'm not a big fat eater. I don't like the chewies. And either way, the food, it will be well seasoned with or without the fat in here. So that's one after. Yeah. And this one, it's possible. So now this has all the little bones. Good luck. At this point, this side is going to keep its bones. I'm not going to fight it. They come up, they come up. That's awesome. Fine one, like these little fine ones that the knife is willingly taking out of the fat part of the skin itself versus out of the spine. I will pull it up. It's attached to the spine. I'm not fighting. It's not attached to the spine. I'm able to get it out because it's just in the flesh. And that's easier to pull. That way I have a less likely chance of hurting myself while eating. Or if I happen to put my hand in the bone. Perfect. That looks way better. So another one done. Now for the next chicken. As you can see again, this is the part that's the most time consuming about food prepping. But once it's done, and you can enjoy yourself. Part I'm cutting apart is the wishbone portion that if you are familiar and your family does it too, when I was younger, we used to go ahead and whoever got the biggest piece, I guess that was how it worked, and your wish came true kind of thing. This one didn't get cleaned out that well. All right, what's this way through? Right again. Trying to help myself by breaking the bones. No. Once it's broken, it definitely cuts a whole lot easier. And hopefully not better. This is where I may just say I have a little bit of an OCD touch because I'm over here hunting for pieces now. We just rinse it off one more time and continue cooking. This one is the one I'm treating to somebody, so technically could have left it in a half versus putting it directly in half like this. Regardless if I'm making this stuffed for somebody or I'm putting a special flavor, they're both with chickens and they primarily get the same type of seasoning. So typically when I'm prepping, I'll do the basic seasoning. And then when I'm transporting it into its own bag, I'll do a special seasoning and I'll leave it as it is. And then later, if I want to add in a special seasoning, of course, I recognize my seasoning by its color and by its smell. Trust me, they are potent when you open it up later. You'll know the difference between the flavor. Now, uh, when I have time, I'll go back through and end the video. This video a lot faster looking probably and cleaner. Okay. So I can keep all my seasonings in a clean area. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the seasonings that I use. Try to show you more of the chicken. My favorite. So I'm gonna do smoked paprika, ground ginger, sazon, onion, I clearly need more powder, turmeric, garlic, pepper, salt, And then, of course, I need to lubricate my spice jar. Best friend, jerk chicken. That is the seasoning. I also need to get more of these Ziploc bags. My best friend, Ziploc baggies. This is the frozen gallon one. I also need to make space in my freezer right now. That's why I need a deep freezer. So I'm making two separate bags for myself because we're not eating to eat yet. We need to find space. And then one can for eating. One frozen. And yes, you can put vegetables and um thyme and stuff like that if you want to too. Any fresh herbs, bell peppers and such. It's never something you can't do in a traditional Caribbean dish. Let's flip these over so we see how much I'm actually pouring onto these things. Really don't measure, we go by sight. And then, of course, if there's something you shouldn't be eating, then don't add it in. In the end of it, this is also going to turn everything orange. I keep telling everybody I have to figure out what turmeric and ginger really do for health benefits because I just know they're really good. So I add them to almost every food item. Um, but the main thing is going to be this. So if you even don't have half of this other stuff and you just use a little, depending on how hot you want it, or yeah, this is hot. So if you get the mild one, then maybe different. And depending on how much you use, you enjoy it or whatever, you leave it, let it soak, and then turn around. Um, turn around. Okay. You can fry it, bake it, grill it, put it on the stove. Multiple different ways to use it. Mm, right now, the thing I'm smelling the most of is the Salzon seasoning. To chuck that very potent thing in here. I'm gonna do this first and this last. Okay, so once I put this in, this meal is solidified jerk. Okay. So now I'm seasoning it. See like the colors there. You can tell that between Salzon and the turmeric, the color. If you wanted to, you could have, like I said, you can change this into a different flavor, put another seasoning on here. You could put, what is there, another flavor that I enjoy is the lemon pepper. Do curry chicken, chop these up and make curry chicken with it. You're gonna do it in a like slow cooker or pressure cooker, so you can just season the whole thing, throw them in there. It will practically disintegrate itself if you leave it on for a long period of time. You're not where you can just enjoy soaking of the flavors. All right, so now you can see like they were white. Well, yeah, I like to get under the skin of it all. That's part of my love for cleaning the chicken as well as I do. The whole thing is gonna be well juicy no matter where we go with it. Sometimes even while cooking, I'm still technically cleaning. Just got another 2 bones off. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the ones I'm gonna use to eat later with. In here, so I don't feel like seasoning them past that right now. I might just use regular chicken or change the flavor later. That's one bag. And the second bag. And I know which one's mine because, again, the wing was chopped off. I'm not gonna do somebody dirty. I don't know who likes that part of the wing. I'm making whole chicken, I'm making whole chicken. Right, so these are mine for later. Me and my family. We cook, put them in the freezer, and away we go when we're hungry. Now, the fun part. So a lot of our foods have expiration dates. As a Caribbean, we don't really, we use them as a, you should listen to them. But if they still smell good, if they still look good, we're going to eat them. We're going to use them. So, yeah, there's some trusted expirations for us. Now with this is brand new. First time opening, as you see, I broke the seal. You could use enough of this to be able to get it. As it's been sitting in the fridge, like this thing actually doesn't have an expiration date. Should, because it is packaged. Yeah, it says 2028, March 31st. And I just bought it a few days ago. So with that being said, this thing can actually sit in the fridge for years, and we do that. And as it goes, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter because it's basically fermenting. So when you get to that point and it's been sitting for a while, you want to do one of these type things and scoop them out, small amount, like a teaspoon. And trust me, whether it changes color or not doesn't matter. It's mainly the fact that it's hot. But since we're not throwing it in there, like again, I do by look, and I was told they are Caribbean Spanish family. They like hot. They want to enjoy hot. So I did a good amount. Like now the bottle's settled about that much from the top of the jerk sauce. But again, this is freshly opened. I would not advise when it's freshly outside of like maybe even a month being open and sitting in the fridge. I would not advise doing that. So this is how it's looking right now. Now just go ahead and toss this together. And it just was to sit overnight. Right now, like I said, I smelt, let's say past tense, I smelt the sazon the strongest a second ago. No more. Jerk seasoning is now the strongest flavor in this thing, as it should be. And I'm hoping they like their chicken necks because I'm not here with my mom, so for no one's in this house are going to eat that. I'll put both chicken necks in here for them. Now this is seasoned up for them. Oven's already been on. Okay. Vegetable prep and cooking. Oven's on very different. I'm going to send up more. Helps keep these things up fast. It takes a good, because the whole chicken, at least an hour, hour and a half at times. The fact that I split it open, I'm hoping it can be done in an hour. But I'm kind of late, running behind Twitter and getting going. And lunch will be soon too. Now, right now, I'm gonna put this little box down first. calm it down, leave it open. That way you can really cook in here. I want that beef. I want that for the flavoring. A little bit too small. Okay. Very big. Let's do the gravy. For Jamaican, like to make this and let it need to be dry out, no gravy. You make the gravy on the side kind of thing. I'm going to intentionally cook it like this, where it has the gravy in it. The juices to help cook it as well. Sure. This is jerk chicken. I'll happily post a picture of the finished look later. This is it in the state of prepping to bake. And again, like I said, it'll be in the oven for a while. So let's finish. And I will more than likely rotate it midway and cover it as well so it can steam and uncover. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.